folks, how y'all doing today? There he is, sleeping in my bed again. But today I'm gonna talk about some Resident Evil games. Now I've got a lot of Resident Evil games, but I don't have Resident Evil 5. That game just really pissed me off by the demo. I don't know, that game is just really frustrating. I'll probably buy it eventually, but I'm not paying $60 for it. Maybe 20, but not 60. But anyway, here we go. This is some Resident Evil games I've played. Here's a Resident Evil Code Veronica for Sega Dreamcast. One of the better Dreamcast games I played. I mean, this game was pretty hard. I mean, it took me a while to beat this game. But I remember me and my friend, we spent weeks trying to beat this game, and we finally beat it. And it's got some pretty weird things going on in the story. There's like one character that's like a transsexual, and it's just really weird. But I like this Resident Evil. It's very good. Definitely check out that one. And they actually had to put that on 2 CDs, I guess because the game was so long. I don't know. Here's the first Resident Evil. You can see the price tag still on there. This is for PlayStation 1. Very freaky game. I mean, the dogs really freak me out in this game. But that's the first one. And of course you got Resident Evil 2 here. I never beat this one, but I got pretty far, but I never beat it for some reason. But it's a pretty weird. This one's also on 2 CDs, so I guess it's on 2 because they couldn't fit it all on 1 CD. But it's pretty scary. I mean, very weird game. This one I really liked. Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. Me and my friend beat this one. There are some really tricky puzzles in this game. I mean, some really tricky ones. Especially this one where you have to like pull all the switches and put them in a special pattern to open the door. I tell you, that was annoying as shit. But the boss fights were really fun. I tell you, I like this one. I bought this at Blockbuster so it doesn't have all the case and everything. I actually had to write Resident Evil 3 Nemesis on there. But that's a very fun one. I like that one. You can also get this on a GameCube, and I think they have it on Dreamcast too. I'm not sure. But that's a good one. I like that one. I think this one is on a GameCube and a Dreamcast too, I forget. But they ported a bunch of them to Dreamcast and a PlayStation 2. But anyway, on to the next one. Resident Evil Outbreak. This one is one of the first Resident Evil games where you can play online. I never played online in it, but I played a little bit of the single player, and it was pretty weird. But very good graphics. I mean, that had some very good graphics. Here's a Resident Evil Outbreak File Number 2, the sequel to Outbreak. I only played this a few times. It was alright. I mean, it had some weird things in it. There's like some weird killer animals and stuff. I never played this online, though. Maybe one day I'll play those online. Here's Resident Evil 4 for PlayStation 2. It was first on a Nintendo GameCube, then they ported it over to PlayStation 2. I'm actually surprised they never put it on Xbox. I would like to have seen this on Xbox too, but it never happened. But at least we got a Resident Evil 5 for 360 and all that. But the visuals in this game, they aren't as good as the GameCube version. I mean, the GameCube version, it definitely looks a lot better. But this isn't a bad looking game. It's a pretty good looking PlayStation 2 game. It's got some extra features. The only thing is the game is a lot different than the other Resident Evils. But it's more of an action kind of shooter. But it was a pretty scary game. I mean, those villagers were freaky. And those damn dogs scared the shit out of me. Here's the GameCube version of Resident Evil 4. I like this version. I think it's a little better than the PlayStation 2 version. It looks a little better. I mean, the graphics look a little smoother, and that on the PlayStation 2 it looks a little blurry a little bit. I noticed that. It looks very clear on there though. But that's a good one. Resident Evil 0. This is I guess it takes place before or somewhere near Resident Evil 1. I'm not really sure, but I never beat this one, but I played a little bit of it, and I thought it had good graphics, but never beat it. But it had a really neat looking characters, and the zombies look good, but a very good one. And I saw this on Amazon. It's like $100 and something brand new. That's crazy. I only paid like $20 for it. Here's the Resident Evil remake for GameCube. Very good remake. I mean, they really did a nice job on this remake. This has to be probably one of the best video game remakes that there ever was. They added some new features, and the zombies look freakier, and it's also on 2 CDs. I meant to mention that one's on 2 CDs too. But wow, it looks really good on the GameCube. I think this is the best looking GameCube game really, next to Resident Evil 4 and 0. But all those look very good. Oh, I didn't mean to scare you, my friend. Here's Resident Evil Code Veronica X for PlayStation 2. Oh, looks like somebody cut it right there. Oh boy, I didn't do that. Oh well. But it's pretty much just a port of the Dreamcast version. But it's pretty fun game. I heard there was a little bit of extra features, but I'm not really sure. I think it's on 2 CDs. Nope, it's only 1 CD. I could have sworn there were 2 CDs. Maybe I was thinking of something else. But that's pretty good. This one right here, this one really sucks. I mean, this has to be the worst Resident Evil game next to Resident Evil Survivor. I bought that Resident Evil Survivor for a PlayStation 1. I hated that game. I actually threw it away because it was so shitty. I hated that game. But this is Resident Evil Dead Aim. I paid like $40 for this game. It is nothing like the other Resident Evil games. The graphics look like shit. The controls are horrible. It's kind of like a shooter game, and it's really bad. I tried to sell this game, but they said they only give me $3 for it. So I said I'll just keep the piece of crap. But this is the worst Resident Evil game next to Resident Evil Survivor for PlayStation 1. Those Resident Evil games are really bad. I mean, really bad. But that's all I got to say. If you got any Resident Evil games you'd like to share, feel free to leave me a video response and I'll accept it. Well, y'all have a good day now. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.